Okay, that was pretty good. I guess
All right.
I saw it as a pretty decent episode. It was nothing too bad, nothing egregious, and kind of just held down the fort to build up to this. It's not the merge, right? Because we've been told by
Well,
in
did you
Inside
see what
Survivor.
the promotion was for the next episode or
That's
whatever?
that's what I was about to get.
Okay.
How else would I know that? Oh, okay.
You
Anyways,
said Inside
but
Survivor.
yes,
Yeah.
if you let me finish my sentence, I was saying Inside Survivor told us that was going to be at Final 12. That earn the merge thing would be at 12, which makes sense because obviously at 12, you have the even numbers to split that good group up into the two teams that do the challenge. So I'm curious what's going to happen for this first round. Are they just going to have a regular vote? Because that would be really, really cool. If they actually like did for like a real merge, that would be super cool. If they're all on the same beach, but do they like is it like a one world thing where they're all on the same beach, but they like don't vote together?
I have a little
no
theory.
idea.
I have a little theory.
Sure.
Well, because Sammy said someone's dreams is about to get crushed right now, so I feel like something weird is like gonna happen. You know
Do
what
you
I'm
think that
saying?
maybe like in the vote like in yeah, you don't think they're gonna do like some stupid twist where like someone gets voted out in like the middle of the episode, right? No way.
I don't know.
No,
Like,
isn't it
like-
just going to be there's going to be two tribes and only one tribe will be saved?
No, but there's 13 people, one, and two.
Well, they could have one
by
person
Inside
sit out. Maybe they just
Right,
automatically
right.
survive.
But we were told, yeah, again, and the thing that I just got done saying is that we were told by Inside Survivor, who has never been wrong about any of this. They're always spot on. So either they're wrong for the first time in what, like 10 years of doing this, I think they're doing that for 10, 20 years. Or there's something this round, like that's a buffer before the earn the merge. The issue with us, like with me just saying, oh, well, it's just a merge vote, and then next round is the earn the merge, is the name is called earn the merge. So you can't have a merge and then you have to earn the merge. It doesn't make any sense. So they can't actually merge, meaning it has to be some twist where they're not technically merged yet. And then next round, they're also not going to be merged yet. Again, so confusing for me. Like, I don't know why the show can't just merge like regular and just play the game. It's very, very frustrating.
Real talk.
Yeah, I'd honestly rather just do another round of 3 tribes still, or go to merge.
Yeah, facts. Yeah. Then yeah. Well, I'd rather merge right now if it was regular. But if it's gonna be like these 2 weird rounds where we're not merged yet for 2 rounds straight, just no. And unless it's like a one world thing, then I can get behind that. But any other twists that that they're gonna do here before this earn the merge round, it's unnecessary.
I mean, like, is it gonna be like a thing where it's like maybe like I don't know, like it's not a tribe, but like kind of like the thing they did in Thailand, where they all kind of like
Thailand.
But like that means it's gonna be like 2 rounds where they're like basically merged, where there's no people going on the jury or something like that. I don't know, that's weird.
So explain what happened in Thailand. Like as far
as basically one world. It's just they didn't tell them that it wasn't merge. It's basically the same concept. Like there's all the same tribes on this. They're still in tribes on the same beach though. But in Thailand they didn't tell them. Everyone thought it was a merge, so they acted like they were working all together.
If you ask me, it was a pretty terrible twist, But
yeah, I was gonna say that sounds like great, and then the fact that Thailand is being as horrible as it is, how does a season not capitalize on such a fun twist?
Because the only good person on the season got voted out that round.
Yeah,
wait, you just say Sheehan is the best player, like person on that season?
Not the best like person. I'm saying like the most interesting player. Probably
that's not even close.
What are you talking about?
Brian Heidick. You got
all right. I'm gonna have to.
You got Jam. You got Clay. You got Chen. You got Gandia. You got
Gandia.
You got Rob Zabachnik.
Okay, now
Rob Zabachnik was gone at that time, dude. I'm saying like the person
yelling
was
louder.
There.
Okay, Sky, you're talking to nobody. One. Bitter's yelling louder, so I'm going to take him out, but I should have both you out. There's no Thailand discussion here. That's firmly against the channel rules. Continuing, I would say overall that this season was solid, or not the season, this episode was solid. My only issue being just the fact that it's the Coco tribe, and that's kind of annoying. And also the weird edit that Gio and Cassidy got, where I felt like Gio wasn't the person who was supposed to go home here, or at least based off the edit. Obviously, it's not like me saying, well, Gio wasn't supposed to go home here. I like Gio. It's not that. It's just that I feel like they gave Gio a more long-term edit, and then they had a, he ended up having a very short-term game, and it wasn't like JD where it's like just so egregious. Like it was just in that sweet spot where it was like, and he has to go far, right? And then he just doesn't. It is a little bit awkward. But what do you guys think of Gio going home and how he played this round?
Well, what I gotta say is like you saying like my alliance server. I'm like, dude, what alliance? You've only ever talked to like Ryan. I don't think I've seen him have a conversation like with James. I don't think he's even talked. I don't even know if he even talked to James on that season. I know we talked to Carla, but that was like what, like one conversation. I really don't know where he got like all this security from. Really,
sure
I think it's pretty stupid.
But I'm sure they all tricked him. I mean, obviously.
Yeah, I mean they tricked him and Ryan pretty good because they just like they're like 100%. Like you saw like Gio was like gobsmacked. Like he was like what?
And yeah, like, he was gobsmacked. I just think they're really dumb.
No, I think they did a good job of tricking him. Again, he can be dumb, and they did a good job of tricking him at the same time. Those things aren't mutually exclusive. What do you think is going to happen next round? I'm so confused.
My theory, so right, the monster finally comes and eats one of them, and that's what happens.
Carla's been there the whole season.
Carla's the monster. She eats someone.
Bro. Finally gets paid off. This person points out a good point, which is that whatever this twist is probably going to be for next season as well. But I'm so confused because if we didn't get told by Inside Survivor that the Earn the Merge is going to happen at 12, then this will make sense. This is like the new Earn the Merge twist. But because that's also coming back, how are we going to have a weird twist at 13 and then Earn the Merge at 13 while they're all on the beach without them ever merging?
It's going to be like that thing in Fiji where like they merged for one episode, then they split back up, and then they just like went back.
Well, no,
you know what I'm talking about?
Fiji, for Fiji, they merged and split in the same episode.
That's still weird. It's maybe I don't know, because it looked like the challenge they went like there was no challenge where they went on the thing. It's like there was like where they all stood. It didn't seem like there was any sort of challenge for them to play or anything like that. I would
say maybe it's just like a much more complicated way to just do a swap, but basically just a swap. But then again, Inside Survivor says no swaps this season. So it's like, do you trust Inside Survivor who's never been wrong about this, or do we go with maybe what our
there's not going to be a
my
swap.
Thing is that Inside Survivor hasn't talked about anything at the final 13, right? They haven't said anything about any twist.
Nothing.
Right?
Zero.
So like they usually would have, right?
No. They don't know every single twist. They have sources, but those sources can pick and choose what to tell them. Like for example, they didn't know about the knowledge is power advantage. They didn't announce that, but it's not like you just all.
Well, this seems like a pretty big thing when it comes to seeing knowledge power is the thing that they're just kind of
knowledge power was like the biggest moment of probably this new era so far.
Yeah, but that's because this new era sucks. Like you can't really.
But that's,
you know what I'm saying?
This
is like game changing right here. You feel me? Like I know, like the moves are game changing, whatever. That was like random. This is like happening 100%. You know what I'm saying?
That is the most iconic moment of the past 3 seasons. See or no?
I mean, let me think. Hold up.
Yeah, the fake idol.
Yeah. The Xander saying actually, and then that's so.
But like what I'm saying is this is like an actual 100%. Okay, this is a twist that is happening in the final 13. Like what's it called? The knowledge power advantage didn't necessarily have to happen. Someone just could have kept it. Never.
I'm just making a point that just to say that. Well, they didn't talk about past twists before, so maybe they just this one isn't happening because they didn't talk about it. Because
I'm not saying this one isn't happening. I'm just saying that it's kind of weird that they.
What if it's as simple as instead of the hourglass twist, it's just a different twist for the one person who sits out?
Like.
They get something else. They get a different advantage.
But that's the final 12, right? Well, hold on. Let me go grab the article. If it says that the 12 people are split into 2 groups, then a sit out could be involved, and that means it all happens this round.
Well, they usually do that.
Well, no, there has to be a sit out if it's a 2-team thing because there's 13 people left. So I feel like maybe
right. But
the person that
what
sits out.
I'm saying is I'm gonna go grab the article because if it says that the twist happens at 12. Then obviously this round is something different. But if it just says that a group of 12 is split into 2 groups, then it's a whole different deal. Let me go grab
could be like a new version of it where like the merge is at 13 for some reason, and then the person that sits out just goes to the island. Well, no, on 20-person seasons it's 13, but on 18-person seasons it's 12.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Although they did the hourglass at 13 for the past 2 seasons, though.
Yeah, that's earn the merge. It's not really the merge at 13.
Well, no, they did it at 12.
True.
Did they? Didn't they do it at 12? Right?
No, they had a sit out.
It has to, it has to be odd number if you're gonna have a sit
right.
out.
But the idea is that now, if there's no like person who's smashing the hourglass, either there is a person, but they do something different.
Yeah, that's what I think.
A sit out, or there's just no extra person, and it has to happen at 12. So I'm gonna go check the article.
Well, no, like because in what's it called, Survivor 42, Daniel was the 6th person voted out, right? And he didn't make it to the earn the merge part, right?
Merge, yeah, but it's just it could be different this time. Hold on,
it's 12 people.
Survivor 43 twist.
Bow, bow.
What do you guys think of Carla? Go ahead and go in here, Carla.
What do I think of Carla?
I don't think of her at all, because if I thought of her, I would she'd probably take up too much from my head, and then I would just my head would fall off because of her weight inside my head. You feel me?
Anyways,
so I try not to think about her.
You guys want to talk about what happened at the beginning of the episode?
What happened? Oh, dude, wait, hold up. Yes, because, dude, oh my God. I thought it would have been so funny and so hilarious if Owen just said no, like straight up to her face.
Yeah,
like,
if he was a Chad, but instead he's a simp and he gave her the bead.
That would have been so funny if he just like, yeah, no, I'm just going to give it to you.
Okay, I found the article. It's pretty vague, but I think we can make an assumption. It says, as we understand it, there will still be an earn the merge component to the season, meaning that the remaining 12 castaways will be split into 2 teams and compete in a challenge to earn their spot on the merge tribe. Much like Survivor 41 and 42, the losing team will be vulnerable at the next tribal council. However, this time around, that there will be no hourglass twist to potentially reverse the outcome. So they say, as we understand it, there will be an earn the merge component. Then they assume that it's with 12 castaways left, but they don't say that they know that for sure. So I think we're good. It's happening next episode. The quote unquote merge is happening next episode. So we don't have another pre-merge round.
The only reason why I'm like a bit hesitant about it is because these dudes know about the earn the merge and they're still kind of like freaking out, That's another thing I'm a little bit like kind of weirded out about,
For what?
This twist are happening because they know about the earn the merge, yet they're still kind of like weirding it. Like Sammy was like over, like it could just be like overreactions,
I mean, yeah, they're gonna have to overreact if they want to get on screen. So
that is true. I don't know. I feel like something weird is going on here. I don't think it's earn the merge.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's just it's also just like, I mean, if it happens in the game and you're there, you can be like, holy, okay, this is big in the game, like big thing, like it may not be new, but it's definitely a big part of the game. Like who goes out in this round is very important. I'm trying. Yeah. So okay. So then it's happening next round. Next round we're gonna have 1 sit out. They'll probably go to the island, and they'll probably get the knowledge is power advantage because production's probably gonna want to force it into the game. And we'll see. I don't mind the knowledge is power advantage, but it's very key. The thing that would make me not mind it is if they just told everyone, like, hey, this is in play right now. Make sure that you're tossing your idol around and stuff like that.
No, you see, it's still dumb because they didn't take away the thing that no one would know who has the idol. Because like they still have the thing where the idol is something that the whole tribe knows about because they all know that the beads is what the idol was. So the whole tribe knows who has each idol on each tribe. Again, they messed up by having everyone know where the idols are.
My solution would solve that because if you tell people about the advantage, then they can swap the advantage with their allies and possibly avoid it. There's counterplay to it. The issue with not telling anybody is that now I'm just holding my idol. I'm about to play it. Like I never knew about this twist. Obviously, you know of its existence because you watched 41, but you never knew that it was going to be on this season, and that's the issue. I think it's not fair to say, hey, all of a sudden, this advantage is now just in the game, even though you guys had no idea that it even existed. I think if you told everyone, hey, this is how this advantage works. Here, each of you, here's a sheet, describing the rules. Make sure that you don't get caught lacking. That is much more fun to watch, I feel like, because there's potential counterplay. And if you're playing correctly, then you can avoid it. And if you're not, then you won't. Because it's a very powerful advantage, like in a vacuum, but because obviously people are tossing around advantages, it becomes more of like a coin flip. But if you don't get tossed around advantages, the twist is kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know. All these advantages like kind of cancel each other out because like now people used to be like, oh, I don't want to show my advantage whatever. People will just be like, oh yeah, here it is. Want to read it? Like read the fine print and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
Here's the fine print. Like they even like got Gabe. Like even people think Gabler doesn't even know like what his own idol. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like everyone's just like freaking like throwing out these advantages now. Like it's like a nudist speech or whatever. Like, everyone just has the things like, oh hey, look, here it is, like, you know, whatever. But like, yeah, everyone just has their stuff out. Like, here it is. You can look at it, just examine it right here. I will put it in your face.
It's actually crazy. By the way, if you guys have any questions, make sure to ask them in the chat and put a question mark at the end of it, and we'll get to it. Right now, let's go through a few of them. Somebody says, does Gio losing his vote officially make him the next to go?
Yes, because he got voted out.
Yeah, I think he can't be the next to go. Yeah, because he's already gone.
Oh my god.
Maybe he meant Jesse
Ryan?
or Janine?
Oh, he said does
Jesse.
Jesse does Jesse losing his vote officially make him the next to go? No, but
Probably not.
I think he's our LVP. That was stupid. You're on a 4-person tribe.
Yeah.
And even if you don't go to tribal, which is pretty likely because that tribe is performing amazingly, then at the merge, for the first vote of the merge, whatever crazy twist it is, because you have no idea what that twist is, you're not gonna have a vote. Idiotic move.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a bit early, but I know my vote for LVP is going to be for Jesse here. Very silly stuff.
He could easily get voted out.
He said, or this person says, wow, they have a really weird name. They said, can we talk about how the knowledge's power is literally a ghost island relic since it's failed 3 times?
And it what? No, it worked that one time, right? And then
it
didn't work.
No, Xander made it not work. Remember?
Yeah, it didn't work.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I forgot. Yeah, he was like, yeah. I know what you're saying.
Wait, who had it in 42?
I think they Mike. Remember the Mike thing or whatever? And he was like, no, and everyone was like, oh my god. I think Drea tried to steal something from Mike.
Drea had it.
Yeah, Drea had it, right? She tried to use it on Mike. Remember?
It was
and he was like,
her,
no.
4 advantages that she had at one point. That was crazy. Like,
yeah.
The week that Drea had 4 advantages, like the 2 weeks, bro, we were freaking out.
I will say what I'm kind of mad about is that they gave the knowledge power. Like, it's just like so useless in the pre-merge. You know what I'm saying? Like,
low key, I do like. I think it's stupid. I think the person who sits out should have the chance to find that, not someone during the pre-merge, because we saw it here. The person, if they get voted out, now you have to recirculate it, and we have to watch somebody find it all over again. That's boring shit.
I don't know. It seems like that's just a useless advantage in the pre-merge. It's kind of like that.
Not really. Not if you know you're on the outs and you know who has an idol.
Yeah, but like Gio's a dumbass, so like he doesn't.
Well, yeah, I feel like if Gio gets it, but if someone smart gets it,
it's a primarily. I don't know. I feel like
I think Gio getting it's actually the best possible thing. But
wait, say it again.
I said I think Gio getting it's actually the best possible thing.
Why?
Because he gets voted out and it doesn't get used. Like I feel like, I don't like Janine, you know, so her getting it would kind of mess up my little like fantasy what I want to happen. You feel me? And then And then Jesse getting it. I don't know. I just like I feel like he just wouldn't use it. I know he's like saying, "Oh, I'm gonna like." Jesse is like Russell Wilson. Like he just seems so fake. I don't know what it is about him. Like he's like the Russell Wilson.
I sincerely apologize.
Go ahead, he's like the Russell Wilson survivor. Like everything he says seems so fake. It's like, oh, I want to play hard for my family. Well, like you won $1 million, you're like ruining your game. Like I feel like he wouldn't use it, and he doesn't have it anymore. So I feel like it just going out is the best possible thing to happen. Honestly,
can we stop just to like? This person said Cassie played this episode. Yeah,
oh my God,
she did. She played.
Cassie annoys me because I feel like
in the game.
I'm Cassie low-key annoys me because like I feel like she thinks she's better than everyone else just because she isn't getting voted out. It's like she could have easily gotten voted out this episode if James just like was like, ugh.
Yeah, her final words was dumb. Where I put the blanks in your gun, Ryan. She didn't do anything. Ryan did that all on himself. She did.
Yeah, Ryan was like, "Hey guys," like he almost pulled a Zane from 2025.
Yeah,
he was like, "Guys, just vote me out, guys." Like, bro, no one thinks like that anymore. You're not fooling anybody, bro.
What a
like,
burger move, bro.
Can we talk about how like
questions are piling up? We can save the James slander for later, or for the Power Rankings podcast on Sunday. Someone says opinions on Janine. Go ahead, Bitter.
Well, okay, so I was hyping her up last Power Rankings. This time she adds looking through holes as one of her things she does. So
ooh.
She'll go through any hole, no holes big or small enough. Janine will get her hand in there.
I was really hoping she would have gotten bent by neck because that would have been pretty funny, you know, like and just being like, oh my God. No.
I think this episode was. I honestly, at first, I thought it was better because obviously she finds the advantage, but then she loses her vote. I think it's setting up perfectly for her and Ellie, Ellie's arc of underestimating the boys to pay off by them not playing the idol
Yeah,
and
they keep setting
Janine
it up.
going home.
All this
And-
is gonna
and-
be
and-
so perfect as long as Owen doesn't like fuck it up.
Yeah, and Owen,
Well,
I
he
think is
kinda
gonna
did.
yeah, but
Not
like,
fully.
the girls don't want to play with Owen, which is perfect. They're going to shun away their only possible ally at this point, as long as
should've-
Sammy does stick to the guys thing.
He should have
Sammy's
realized
100%
that
sticking
the
to the guys
moment he saw them pretending not to find an idol when it was super obvious, they just found an
Yeah.
idol, and they
Yep.
didn't want to show him right away. But then he's like, "Oh no, they're like people I might
Again,
want to work
we
with."
do
So
again, but like I always give the benefit of the doubt. Obviously, we can only judge what we see, but a lot of times they edit this stuff way
they
out
were
of
holding the
context.
paper in their hands.
No, I
and-
get it.
Yeah,
I get
she
it.
had
I
it
get
in
I
his
get
hand.
it,
She was
I
like,
get it, but
nothing.
hold on,
And he was
I
like,
get it. I
"Mm."
get it. But maybe they swapped audio because that looked horrible. Like
No,
it
you
made
can
him
tell
look
by
like
their
an idiot.
facial expressions that he definitely caught
It
them.
made him look like an absolute idiot for walking up being like, oh, like, and they're like, oh, nothing. Okay, you know what? Here, and he's just like, great. I like now I have an advantage, and I really want to work with the girls, and I give him my bead. Like, either
Well,
they
no,
let
he said he wanted to
that
keep him as
way
an
out of-
option.
either they edited that way out of context, or that's just a burger move by Owen.
No, I think it is a burger move by Owen.
Probably. This person says, "Do you guys think the merge is better at 12 or 13?" So I'll answer this one. I think 12 is better for a regular merge, but for this twist, I do prefer having at 13. I like the idea of someone being gone and then having to come back. It's just one extra storyline. So I guess for this new era merge where you have to earn the quote unquote earn the merge, it's better to get that round out of the way earlier than to wait till 12 to get that round out.
So wait, then do you think that there should be two? If it's at 13, do you think that there should be 2 rounds of like people get voted out in the merge where they don't go to the jury? Because like that's
No.
how it is in normal 12 seasons. Because at 12, the person gets voted out at 12 doesn't make jury, and then never makes a jury. But if we do it here and we do the same thing, I think there'd be like an even amount of jury members,
There'd
something like
be
that,
8.
where there'd be a tie.
Well,
Right.
there was a possibility for a tie for the past few seasons. It's been 8 jury members because the
So
jury
there's
started
9
at
now,
12.
right? If it starts at
At
whatever.
13, but it's not going to. They haven't done it's starting at on the merge round at all. This new era, and this
No,
is
but
the merge round.
The earn the merge happens had happened at 12 at the past 2 seasons. Happened at
No,
13
it happened
this
at 13.
No,
Two
no, it
groups
did
of
not.
6. 2 groups of 6 plus 1 person smashing
Hold on,
the
let me do my math
hourglass.
here. So there's 8. It was 18-person seasons the last like 41, 42, right?
Right.
And there were 6 people voted out in the pre-merge, right?
Correct.
That's 12.
No. Maybe. Actually, yeah, no.
What do you mean, no? What?
No. Oh, you know what? No. This is what I forgot. Remember how Nasir sat out of the challenge and then got to pick the winning tribe or something like that. That's the person. That's it. Yeah, then yes. Then 12.
It happened at 12 the past 2 seasons.
Wait, so then was the jury 11 or was the jury 7 or 8?
I think it was 8 or something like that. Because hold
So
up.
if the 12th boot didn't count, then it started at 11. Oh, yeah, no. So
yeah,
8,
so this one happened. I'm saying like this would happen at 12, which would expand the jury, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
if they do
it'd be a
one
jury of
round.
9, possibly, if they just did the same thing as last time, where the earn the merge is no jury, and then after that it's full jury.
I think they want to avoid jury of 9 if it's 3. Yeah, because then they like have nothing.
It's funny. I actually, this is like the first like thing that really got me like really in the Survivor was I everyone else was talking about this or that, and I was like, what happens if there's a 3-3 tie? Because there's been juries of 9. I believe One World and like Philippines had 9. And so it could have happened. And they interviewed Jeff Probst after the whole after Probst revealed in the Game Changers reunion what would happen for a like 2-way tie, and everyone's mind was blown or whatever. And it's funny because they asked this in the pre-game coverage of 36 where it actually happened. But yeah, so the guy asked, and Jeff Probst is like, yeah, like
plan.
We're like, yeah, we have a plan, but we're like not gonna say anything until it happens. To and the guy's like, really, like it's not worth saying on EW interviews. Like, no, it's not worth saying.
If that never happens and Survivor ends, I hope he better say what it is.
Well, my theory. So I've like not to geek out, but I thought about this for a long time. Went through all these scenarios. I asked like several of the creators out here about it. And the thing that I've gotten that makes the most sense is it's just treated as the round goes on one more day. So, sorry, the game goes on one more round. So now it's a final 2, and there's an immunity challenge with the final 3. The winner picks who goes to the end, just like old school, and then it's a final 2.
That makes most sense because you can't say it was unfair to anybody since it was a 3-3
right.
tie.
It's just continuing the game on, basically. That's it.
Yeah, that's probably
that's the most. I've gone through like all these different scenarios in my head.
That's probably
that's
the only way
the
you can
most
do it,
sense to me.
right?
I would love to like one day like really like dive into that and do like a thought experiment as like all the different options. But yeah, that's the one that I've come to the conclusion makes the most sense. Is there anyone that you guys would choose over that, like any other way to decide it, like a fire making challenge? Like, I don't know, something.
Well, we can't do a fire making challenge. It's 3-3 tie.
Like the jury votes out. I don't know. There's been some silly stuff out there, but definitely.
Jeff just says it's a tie because it'd be because it hurt the other people's feelings.
Each get $330,000. Like,
yeah,
that'd be so lame.
Because it hurt everyone else's feelings. So he's like, yeah,
what about you,
sorry.
What do you think?
About what?
What would happen in a 3-3 tie? Like, what do you want to happen or think would happen? Because I think that the game would just continue on for one extra round. They would do like an immunity challenge at the tribal council.
Would that mess up like scheduling and stuff if it went
no, because they would just do the immunity challenge at that same tribal council. They'd like do like last one to drop something or whatever wins. They'd get some sort of emergency challenge going, and then the winner of that then chooses someone, and they do the final tribal all like in one night. They do 2 rounds probably. What do you think, Bitter?
I would just have a fight to the death, I guess.
I like
Bitter's classic Bitter answer.
Because then a man would probably win. So it's honestly. Oh, can we talk about this real quick?
Yeah, that's true.
So there, until this point, right? Only females were voted out, and the first male voted out is a gay man. Like this has to be like one of the most like. Just like anti like what Survivor wants to happen. Like
don't assume they're a gender guy.
Yeah, my bad. But like honestly, like people that need to go out pre-merge or going out pre-merge this season.
That's not true. Carla is gonna be here for a bit.
Okay, well, like besides her, and I get it.
But Carla doesn't. I guess Carla kind of needs to go, but she doesn't need.
It's not like
when I say need, I don't mean people I don't like. I just mean specifically people who are duds, like not duds, but people who are less entertaining.
Gio wasn't really a dud.
He wasn't. He wasn't. No one said.
I feel like he
kind of needed to go home.
I thought he was kind of like I didn't really need to see him.
He was the most aggressive player probably in the entire game. So.
He was the only interesting player on that tribe, and that's not saying a lot.
I did not think he was that interesting, if you ask me, but you know.
I mean, it's not saying a lot. It's still Coco, but
yeah. I mean, my theory is that the reason why they didn't vote out Carla is because Protections actually told them not to, because they're afraid she'll break the boat. You know, like when you leave to go to Ponderosa, and they're right now working on a bigger boat to make. That's the only reason why she hasn't been voted out.
They would just use Carla as the boat, so I don't buy that.
I don't know, man, because they'd have to like attach like rockets to her and stuff like that.
Carla getting a winner edit.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Carla's getting the edit that. See how great a queer woman is doing on Survivor. Oh no, she's gone. Okay, that's what edit she's getting.
oh no.
I mean, if she just got voted out like merge, that'd be pretty cool. I feel like Cassidy kind of has that.
Yeah, I don't think Carla's getting winner edit. She's getting too much negative. Like when she blasts Cody and just I don't like he's from Hawaii. Like. I'm sure you guys will say, no, that's like what they want you to think. But I think that's just too negative for winners edit. It's just way too blatantly negative for no reason.
Cody is getting a great edit, so I can't see them thinking we'll have our winner really mock our fan favorite.
Yeah, I was going to say that makes zero sense.
Think about like first episodes, right? I thought Elle was going to win her edit, but like her edit's kind of, I don't know, stagnated a bit. Because like.
Also. Hold on. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. We got zero content from Bessie this episode, so it's pretty impressive that this episode wasn't absolute garbage.
We got a little bit.
Yeah, we only got. Yeah, I mean, we got the one scene where Jesse was like, "Hey guys, I risked my vote," and they're like, "Oh, it's okay. We're gonna go try next episode."
I mean, like a camp life scene or a strategy scene, or
maybe like literally nothing.
That was kind of funny though. Jesse's like, "I lost my vote," and then both the White and the Well are smiling. It's all right. It's like, of course, it's all right for you two. You don't have the numbers on this track.
You guys are it. Oh my god. I just realized how stupid. Okay, hopefully they don't go, because if they go, that'd be the most miserable tribal. Just to watch Cody, it's like, do we do Cody, our best character, or Jesse, our most interesting player?
I want to say real quick, somehow Baka is the tribe that has the most people on it still. I don't know
Yeah,
how
they're
this
now the
happened.
tribe to
Insane.
beat now.
But both Coco,
with Gabler, the guy who
Yeah.
keeps getting yelled at in the middle of challenges.
Well, we know
Yeah.
how it happened. Vessi helped them once, and then Coco lost all their momentum, and now they're down.
no, Ryan was like a dumbass. Was like, I actually, hit the rock.
I don't believe
to where,
that
I
for
don't
a
believe it
second.
either. But like, if that is true, that like I actually hit the rock, and he was like trying to be like, oh, sneaky, like, oh, I'm such a mastermind, and then he was like, hey guys, vote me out. I don't get what Ryan was doing this episode. I feel like he tried to lie about him losing the challenge or whatever, and then just like kind of went with that, and it made him look even more stupid. Like
I thought he was getting that Tyson edit from Token Chains when he was really cocky about the numbers, and then didn't win the immunity challenge, and he went home.
Do you think Gio getting the advantage is the reason why he went home, or do you think he was always going home this round? Because I think Ryan probably goes home if Gio doesn't find the advantage.
I don't understand what Cassie's worry was about voting Gio or Ryan in that situation.
Either way, you're good.
Yeah.
Like
she's worried about Gio having an idol for some.
No, but they told her that he doesn't have an idol, and they tell her he has a.
Yeah, but
whatever.
she's just paranoid. I mean, obviously about. Like,
yeah, I get that's the only reason is if they do think there's a random idol and they think it's gonna go on Gio.
Female problems,
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. She's like, oh my god, I'm worried about nothing. But I mean, she's got to go though. Like honestly, like I don't.
I don't know. After this edit, I think she's gonna be here for a bit.
I mean, I thought she kind of had the merge boot kind of locked down for a while. You feel me? Like that's kind of.
I think Ryan's gonna go soon. I think James, Carla, and Cassidy will be around for a bit.
Okay, well, I mean, I know we can't really like guess on what the challenges in the next episode because we don't really know what it is for sure. But like, do we have like? I mean, we don't have any idea what it is, right? Because we know it's not like. You didn't wait, Spencer. Did you say like you thought it was going to be like the what's it called, the earn the merge or whatever, but instead it's 13 people instead of 12 or whatever?
Yeah, so
right now?
Basically, yeah. So the idea I'm seeing is it's just going to be 6 and 6, and then the extra person will just get sent to an island. They'll probably get the now just power or whatever new advantage they're trying to push the season.
So random tribes or whatever, and then they draw rocks or whatever, and the person that gets the black rock or whatever is the person that okay.
I was trying to think of players who have played a perfect game so far, like who haven't had any negatives, right? So Sammy came to my mind like instantly, and I was like, I guess I had to include, James and Carla. But so out of those three,
no, James pants fell
Sammy's
off.
the best. Like even Ellie's getting a bunch of negative stuff. I think this episode was completely negative towards her, even though it wasn't outright negative.
Mm-hmm.
Just like she's playing terribly, she's super cocky, but has no idea about what's going on in the game.
I mean, I like it because like that's how much better her vote out's going to be.
Ellie,
I don't. Again, like the biggest thing for me is like
playing the best game on tribe.
Well, best thing, like, whether like they're winning or losing, it's just more conflict, and I just love the conflict. I'm
just saying, compared to Sammy, Sammy's getting nothing. He's done nothing wrong strategically. He's playing great right now. Ellie telling, first she tells Janine, yeah, you can risk your vote on the board advantage. We have the numbers down pat. That's not true. So that's already her being unaware of what's happening.
Yeah, so now Ellie only has her vote.
Yeah, Janine might be one of the dumber players, actually the LVP for this episode.
Ellie, she goes right to Ellie with the advantage.
Yeah, like Ellie has her by a string. Janine's like her little pet,
it's that, but then also that she opened it with her, and then on top of that she's in the minority, and then on top of that she lost her vote. I think for me it's between Ellie or Jesse, but not Ellie, but Janine. It's either Janine or Jesse, and I think Janine did what Jesse did, but just did more stuff. So
I would say Ryan's LVP, but
yeah, that's true. Ryan
is LVP. He's got that.
I've never seen someone play so bad in an episode.
But Janine is definitely a close second.
This is unprecedentedly bad. I think.
I'm gonna put that poll out actually right now.
I think what Ryan did was, like I said before, like was unprecedentedly bad. Like I think this is like this is like bad. Like things like
Sammy pulling in Gabler too at the
he already had.
Yeah, but like he specifically, they focused on him saying he shared the information about the idol with Gabler to get his trust. So as much as like him and Owen shit on Gabler and during challenges, Sammy's working hard to keep Gabler loyal to him.
Sammy is way too good of a player for freaking Owen to mess this all up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, oh wait, no, Owen can't even mess it up because the next time if they go to tribal, no, they're not gonna go to tribal council as a tribe anymore. Never mind. I was gonna say the next time they go to tribal council, if they go to tribal council one more time. Even if Owen was like, "Oh yeah, baby, I'm gonna be a little bitch or whatever," it still wouldn't work because he.
But that's what's funny. So Sammy's the one conspiring against Ellie and Janine every episode. Owen's thinking about flip-flopping between the boys and the girls. And then Gabler's kind of like a wild card, but seems the most loyal to Sammy. But then you listen to Ellie, her 3 is her, Janine, and Sammy, and they would take out Owen if they had to. But Sammy doesn't trust Ellie at all. So that shows you who knows what's going on. Ellie thinks Sammy's loyal to her.
Yeah, didn't like Owen say like he'd be in a better position if he was with them? Like, no, you would not.
She thinks it's her, and I would say her, Janine first and foremost, and then Sammy, and she might actually pick Sammy over Janine, which is pretty crazy. Like she is.
I mean, that would be crazy.
I like
Janine
it.
is Leanna to Shan 100%.
Oh, definitely.
It's so
but
stupid.
Like, she is so trustworthy and Sammy. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's because Sammy plays. I think he does play the good, like young, kind of loyal doofus. But when he's with the boys though, he's like full on strategy.
Yeah, and I mean they're not gonna be tribes anymore. Like Owen was like saying like later down the line it'd be better if you work with Janine and Ellie, but it's like no, you wouldn't. I don't understand why you think this. They literally did. You said like literally try to hide and like they thought you were dumb enough to where they thought they could hide an advantage like right in front of her. It's like, oh yeah, it's nothing. You know.
It would have been interesting to see if Sammy did get to Gabler early enough to tell him about the beats.
Yeah, like that. I was gonna say that's like the only thing you can kind of say that like he did wrong, but like he
had like no chance.
Like, he had no chance. Like the only thing he could have said was like, "Hey Gabler, you shouldn't do that." But then like that would mess up his entire game.
Also, did you notice when Janine came back and said she lost her vote? Immediately, Sammy like bumps on Owen's leg, like, "See, we got this. They don't have a vote."
Well, now Owen basically, if they were in tribes, he basically has to stay with Gabler and Sammy now, right? If they were to stay in tribes, because I mean, what's he gonna do? Go with Ellie, who has 1 vote? Like it kind of forces him to be with.
That's actually good. That now that everyone knows Janine doesn't have a vote, I don't see Owen wanting to risk a tie vote, so he would go with the guys probably.
I know, like it on paper, it seems better about Janine because she has the idol, but I think it's very obvious that at least to Sammy that Ellie is the more strategic player, right? So maybe they try to.
Yeah, I think you take out the idol if it's not on your side.
Maybe.
I think Janine goes pre-merge here. I think she's getting set up as like that last person, maybe at the earn the merge. Well, no, I guess at the earn the merge thing now because there's no more pre-merge. At least we think there's no more pre-merge. Ask who do you think is getting a winner's edit right now? I think Ellie first and foremost. I think has to go first.
Whoa!
Sammy maybe, but it's a little obvious. So Sammy
How's it
and Ellie,
obvious?
Yeah, I think it's obvious. I don't think it's not worth the debate. Sammy and Ellie and
it's not worth the debate.
Did you say
Sammy and Ellie? Is there anybody else?
Ellie's getting dragged through the mud. What you?
I guess you could say Carla, and then if you're gonna say somebody on Vessi, you probably say Cody, even though it's very unlikely.
I mean, that is crazy.
I think Noel has a better shot to win. Like Cody's too obvious. Like he's too much of a fan favorite.
Yeah.
What's that mean? Is
so I'd say obvious. Ellie, Sammy, Noel, and Carla.
Okay, I don't get where all this Ellie hype is coming from.
James isn't winning, and Cassie isn't winning. Neither is whoever's left on the Ryan. Ryan wins. That'd be insane, bro.
I mean, I guess Owen, but I don't know.
Cassie says,
I could actually see that.
Opinions on Cassie's voting confessional. I liked it. I just because it's good content, it's conflict. She obviously has hatred towards both the guys, like some deep seated stuff.
No, it's got to be sexist.
I thought we were going to get some sexism talk.
Yeah, facts.
When it's hard to do it when it's the other few people were minorities that they're talking about.
Well, yeah, exactly. When they were talking about how the guys are so stupid, like I was waiting for them to be like, yeah, they're underestimating us because we're women, but we're strong.
That's what I felt. That was
Ryan would beat up Cassie in the fight. Just saying.
No one. I don't think anyone's questioning that.
No, I said we're strong. He said we're strong. I was like saying,
that's funny.
No, yeah, Cassidy's confession could have been cool if it actually made sense. Like she convinced this.
She was like, "I have the gunpowder and I have a bullet or something."
No, she's like, "I gave you blanks in your gun, but turns out my gun is loaded."
It was terrible.
Like, you didn't give him the blanks. Ryan was like, "I'm basically, hey, let's all pretend we're voting me out," and then everyone's like, "Yeah, okay, we'll do that."
Nicholas says, "Who's the most likely tribe to hold strong together at the merge?" I think it has to be Vessi. You have the two tribes. You have the two duos, but like aside from that, they are 100% like united.
They crushed it in that challenge.
Yeah, compared to Baka, who I mean, come on, and then Coco. No, Coco.
See, I could see Baka sticking together out of being the smartest move, not out of like loyalty to each other.
Oh yeah, no, but yeah. I figure like based off this that he's talking about loyalty.
Yeah.
And
I
think
agree with you.
Coco
on that
Tribe
side.
is just like blind sides after
everyone
blind
hates
sides
each
after
other.
blind sides. And then the Baka Tribe, like they all like each other, but like they're all not allies.
Well,
whereas in Vessi's like both, like they're
thing
both
is, like,
allies and they like each other as well.
what I want to know is, was NECA actually like that bad at challenges to where like
Yeah, it
she
must be.
actually
She's pretty bad. She's
like
pretty bad.
like because I mean this tribe seems like a completely different tribe after she got voted out.
Yep.
Like I was like, wow, was she like actually that terrible
Yeah, I
in
mean,
challenges?
like
to
I've
where
been
they-
saying, they're the strongest 4 people in the probably like in the entire game,
Like,
other than what like Ryan. Like they
Yeah,
like
just
they
Ryan by
like
himself,
generally
yeah.
could be the strongest 4 people, including Sammy versus like Noel. Like actually for real. It's crazy.
That's why I was hoping Ryan was going out this episode, just so Coco would have like the 4 weakest people.
Yep.
that would be pretty
Yep.
funny. Yeah.
Going back now, I guess we kind of have to see it as a good move by Jesse and Cody taking out NECA because they haven't lost since.
Well, it's a good move until they go, and then one of them is their whole game is now over.
Well,
like
I mean, they're built great loyalty though. I think with Noel and
I think they
Dwight.
have probably.
They can't have loyalty with like someone has to go.
Well, I know, but I'm
no
saying
one-
that they probably they were guaranteed going if NECA
But
Tribes
they're
stayed.
not guaranteed.
are
All
over.
it takes is one puzzle to stump you, and now your whole
Well,
game is
no.
over.
Well, now what I'm saying is like that's what happened now. But like now the tribe phase is over. You know what I'm saying? It's done. So like
No, I get
just-
it. I get it. But
Yeah, I know
I'm
what he's saying. He's saying
at the
it-
time,
yeah.
that was
No, no.
horribly
Still, at the
stupid.
time, it was very.
But
bad
like,
decision.
I
It
don't
just
think we
worked
all
after that.
realize how bad they knew how bad NECA was at challenges.
Yeah, maybe.
No, I
they
get
should
it, but
really-
you make that decision before, not go back on it halfway.
Well,
they
through
just
it.
made a
You don't
bad
really know how
decision.
bad someone is at challenges like the first couple of days until you start doing challenges.
Understood.
The
but,
area-
like, they had like at least 2 or 3 days. Like that is a long time. That's 72 hours to figure it out. I understand
don't do any
that there's only
challenges.
one challenge. I get it, but to me, that's a bad move. I get. Obviously, you're looking at hindsight. Well, in hindsight, it'd be perfect sense.
That's what I'm saying. Looking back on it, yeah.
Oh no, yeah. Well, I mean,
Well,
you
no,
can't look.
they
you
just
can't
made
look
a
back on
good
the game. That's not how it
decision,
works.
and it worked.
Well, you
out
can't
for
look
the-
back
I mean,
on it. I'm saying looking back on it, it made sense. If they really knew how bad she was and she was the reason they lost every
Well,
time.
of course. I mean, looking back on it, Sarisha shouldn't have aligned with Parvati or Amanda because in the end, she was never going to be in the final 2. You can't do that.
I'm
No,
saying I'm
look,
seeing more
guys,
of why they
look.
did it more than like when we first analyzed it, we weren't really looking at it that they were guaranteed probably going to lose every challenge with NECA. Obviously, they knew that.
No, definitely. But I'm saying I think that they should have made that decision earlier. That was the smarter move.
Yeah, they
Well, that's
should've just
looking
voted out
back on it
NECA
too, and I
first.
agree with that.
Cool.
I mean, yeah, I mean, they just made a bad decision at the time, and it worked out for them.
This person says, "Do Noel and Dwight stick together with Cody and Jesse?" I think
Probably,
they do
yeah.
for like probably longer than Baka.
They might even be able to rope in Ryan if they're actually merging here, because Ryan probably's like, "Hey, they screwed me over. Like, or I hate them now." or whatever.
Hot take here. Someone says Sammy played the Janine situation horribly.
He played it
disagree.
perfectly.
He
What
played
you
it
talking
great.
about? He
Let's
played
say,
it great.
What show are you watching, bro?
Well, like leave in a comment what part did he play bad? What was it?
Yeah, like he literally couldn't have told Gabler. Like he had no time to tell Gabler about the idol thing or
The
whatever.
Or,
only
like,
thing, this is what he
was
did. He
probably
told
waiting.
he gained the trust of Gabler, and Gabler's not going to tell them that he told him. So I don't see how he played that as he played it as perfectly as
Yeah,
he got
I mean, I
a
guess the
stronger
only-
connection with Gabler now.
Yeah, he's not going to go right to Gabler just in case the info is wrong or something. He doesn't want to confuse Gabler. It makes sense.
I mean,
Um,
do you think like without like 100% knowing that he had an advantage, the idol bracelet, whatever beat thing seems like far fetched if like you don't know 100% that it's real? Because I mean, like
What?
I'm saying like when Sammy told Gabler about it, like it seemed like pretty weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, we gave her all the
Orange.
beads and that made an advantage or whatever. Yeah.
Well, I don't know how you don't think something's up when someone asks you for all your beads, like your certain beads.
Well, no, see, the thing is now, like whenever anyone asks for anything now in Survivor, everyone's going to be like, "Oh, this one,
Yeah, I feel like they already should have been like that. You want my
I
specific? You
guess.
want a specific bead from me? That's a little weird.
Yeah, like, hey, I want that specific bead. I will trade you my socks or whatever happened for that.
Yeah.
Forgot
Now you're
what-
right though. Now never again is anyone ever going to give anything up like that.
Yeah, so it's like now it's almost like we're like limiting the game.
Pengu. This is the guy that used to be Pengu and then he changed his name. Come on now, your name.
Don't.
It's always Pengu. He says so we can agree Cassidy ate right. Go ahead and take
She
care
ate
of this.
she ate a pile of dog shit. If
The
you
only
ask me.
person eating is Carlo.
Yeah, Actually, that's why she's probably gonna like Cassie looks like pretty skinny out there. Probably because Carla's freaking gorging down all the food, like sucking it in, not even eating it, just like
I think Captain Cold addressed this in a quite professional manner.
Dude,
He's like,
dude,
Cassidy ate, get off Twitter.
No, he's completely right. I could tell just the way they lingered on Cassidy's face at the end of the episode. All the people on Twitter be like, "Yes, Queen,
dude, like
Cassidy's playing."
They kept showing like every single time she made like movement with her face.
She did nothing. She just got lucky that James and Carla decided to take out Gio over her.
Do you think James and Carla actually ever really like highly considered voting her out, or they just kind of said that to be like, oh, you know,
because they're like, wait, at the end of the day, Cassie's like non-threatening at all, so let's just keep her. Gio's obviously trying things.
So he says Carla and versus Cody next episode.
Cody pretty easily wins. I feel like, when it comes down to them fighting,
it just depends on who wins the Baka drive. I think if Vessi can win the Baka drive, which I think Baka and Vessi will work together, even though they're now the two majority tribes, just because like they they've already had that bond. I feel like at this point, even though it's not like numbers wise smart, I think at this point they just have friends, and you're not going to kind of go back on that now.
I was talking about an actual fight, like if they were to fight.
Well, Cody would win. He just got to get like a piece of fish, put it out in the wild. Carla, he'll sit behind a tree with a net. Carla, he waits till Carla gets to it and snaps her up.
Some sort of like done. Tom and Jerry like thing.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Like,
only if the net's strong enough to hold her.
Oh my god.
Gotcha, Carla.
Tom and Jerry.
I got you, Carla.
He's gonna be like Dave Chappelle, like, gotcha, bitch.
Tom and Jerry is crazy.
And he takes her fish too, and he fucking leaves her out there to die or something like that. I don't know.
Oh no, we don't. She doesn't have to die. Maybe she could stay out there for a couple months. And
how old is Carla? Is she close to dying?
What do you guys think MVP for this episode?
MVP, you said?
Yeah, because we got what
Sammy.
Sam.
Ryan as an LVP, so Sammy as an MVP. Yeah,
I think he crushed it on this episode.
Yeah, I don't think he did anything wrong this episode.
Did you guys notice? Oh, go ahead, Sky. Finish.
No, I was gonna say I think he played it perfectly. That was it.
You notice every time Sammy's talking in a confessional, he's got his fingers together, like he's planning something. Like
he's plotting. He's a really good confessional giver. Like he's a very good person.
He has his fingers together like a mob boss.
Like I like how blunt he is. Like he does not hold back in confessionals.
They haven't shown him make a mistake yet in his reads.
Yep, that's like the type of casting you want more people who aren't. You'd be like, well, like I'm not really the biggest fan.
Like, dude,
no, like, I hate her, but like, I really do.
I would be talking so much shit if I was on Survivor because they're not going to hear. They're not going to hear.
People are so concerned with, and I get like it sucks because it's a byproduct of everyone being on Twitter now. Like you like carry on the game on Twitter, and it's like you don't want to ruin your relationships, whether it's for like returnee seasons or just in general. I guess like these people are so concerned with Twitter. It's like half people. It's a cast. No, it isn't even that. It's just like they're already thinking about their post game friends from this season. It's like, why do you care about the $1 million? Like, what happened to? I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to win. Like it's just gone now. Like everyone's like, I'm here to make friends first and foremost. Like it's so stupid, so stupid. This person says, who do you guys think will win the most immunity challenge this season? I don't see any comp beasts.
Here's the problem, like. Individual immunity challenges nowadays aren't really geared for people who like actually like physically strong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If we look like the past couple seasons, like people like what?
Who's the most scrawniest lightweight person?
Yeah.
So like Janine, Cassidy, look at them win a lot of stuff.
Yeah, or like
eight.
Like if you're a short female, I think that's like the best person to be when it comes to winning. Like maybe even Cassidy goes on an immunity run because like. Like if it's like a bouncing challenge, she basically has that locked down unless she like
anything where you have to hold your weight up, women have a huge advantage. Anything where like small feet plays a heavy factor.
But I've been saying this bro forever. Like they are
Gio could have done good, but he's gone now.
Well, Gio's also dumb, so he probably have been like, ooh, fish, if he saw a fish in the water and jumped in there and tried to eat it or something like that.
Who was the perfect like for the males? I don't know. Maybe Jesse. He's got an okay body type for it.
I mean, Cody is short, right? Like he's not like.
Jesse, I don't think he's that short.
Jesse seems like the perfect person to.
Dwight would suck in bouncing challenges.
Yeah, he can win some of those balance and puzzle stuff.
Yeah, because Jesse's small enough, but on top of that, he still has like that, the man strength.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say if I had to guess, I'm gonna say that Jesse might be like a sneaky like one because it's kind of like
Jesse's like a dark horse to like go win like 3
like
or 4.
3 or something because usually it's 3, right? Usually nowadays like there'll be like one person that wins like 3.
Nowadays it's like 4 at max. Like
4 max. Like I think it's like really hard to win more than.
How many did who's the lady from HHH? Kat, Chrissy.
Chrissy.
She won 4, right?
Yeah, she won. Yeah, she
And
won 4, which the tie or whatever.
Wigglesworth won 4.
She won 3. She won 4-3.
No. Wigglesworth won 4 in Borneo.
Oh, I thought you meant. I thought I said Wentworth for some reason. Yeah, Wigglesworth. Yeah, she won 4 in Borneo.
And then Tasha won 4. No,
I think she won 3. I think 3
yeah.
in Cagayan. Because like
who won? Wait, what other?
Kim won 4. Kim won 4.
Kim, exact. Yep.
No,
Okay, so
Slucas is in the chat saying that Carla's MVP and is hating on Sammy. I don't understand. It's Slucas.
Carla didn't have to do anything this episode. You know, Sammy had to do a couple things, and he did the things he had to do pretty perfectly.
Carla's winning these battles right now, but she's not going to win the war.
It's kind of like the Eagles, you know. They play she's playing with a bunch of nobodies, and she's winning.
Yeah. Now that when people want to pretend that, you know,
the Cowboys were always trash.
That Cooper Rush is not good now, and that he lost. Now he's not good.
Well, I mean, he was never good. People were just wrong before.
Yeah, especially people with avatars of King Cooper Rush on.
Dude, it was a joke. Like, chill.
I mean, he is Matt Stafford's dad. Like, let's be real. Like, he is.
I mean, to be fair, Jalen Hurts would probably be the Rams because the Rams are terrible. But
like everyone would be the Rams.
Dude, the Panthers. I'm sorry. This is a Survivor podcast, guys.
Yes. Okay. Oh, Sky and Bitter actually. People are asking us to make a football podcast. So maybe we when we get back to the Outcast podcast this off season, we should just do more football.
What I will say is that Bitter is the most logical Eagles fan I've ever met. So
he is. Yeah, there's not a lot of them. They're all pretty.
Just say I'm the most logical person you ever met, and stop there.
Okay then. And last one. Someone says, wait, where was it?
Okay. So now Matai is saying the Carla hate is unjustified. Okay, most of it is not hate. It's more just we're making jokes.
No, I genuinely hate her.
I mean, I really don't care. It's more like I
generally hate her, but we're making.
I don't care about Carla. Like really, after these podcasts, I don't think about Carla. It's more.
Yeah, I think that's the difference. Like the people on Twitter who are like, "Oh my God, Carla just did this good thing." I'm sure Survivor Spencer and the manager are fuming right now. It's like no, like how you guys get mad about us taking W's. We don't like lose sleep over Carla at all. I promise you, we don't.
Yeah, I don't.
I just know what kind of person Carla is, and I know the jokes I make people like her and her upset. So that's why I make them. So once you stop getting upset about the jokes, I'll stop making them.
Ooh,
I hate her, but like I don't think about her like outside the podcast. But like whenever I watch it, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember how much I hate this person.
Someone says outside shot that Noella dominates immunity. Last thing
I could see it.
Well, yeah, that's true. I could see it
because like on a balancing challenge, right?
Yeah,
what happens?
No, that seems unfair though, because usually your feet start hurting, and she has the metal foot. That seems like unfair.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it is a piece of metal. Like you can't balance. There's no like bending.
No, like the ones where you gotta like put your feet against the walls. And there's like that little edge.
No, I get it. But like most of the balancing challenges, she's going to do dog shit. Like there's no way.
Imagine they make her like balance on one foot.
She was crushing in that challenge today.
I get it, but she can't twist her toes. She can't twist any of her muscles. Like there's nothing.
Well, yeah,
I can't twist my toes, and I have both my feet.
That sounds like a you problem.
That foot will have no pain. Yeah, why?
My toes just go up and down. They don't.
Yeah, why are you twisting them? What's she getting kind of freaky with your?
And can her toes go up and down?
I mean, her left or right one can. What I'm saying is like she.
What if she takes off the foot?
In that? Yeah, what if they make her balance on one foot? Like, yeah, sorry, gotta take off that. Like what I'm saying is like she has no feeling on her foot because like it's gone, it's not there, you know. So like,
I get it. It's like, but it's definitely a double-edged sword where
you're right.
She can go forever, but she cannot balance. Like it's just not.
Some challenges she's gonna absolutely.
I would have really wanted to
be possibly like OP with her.
Some challenges it's gonna be, let's just say an uphill battle, and then some are gonna be like, what? This is unfair.
Yeah, so,
we'll see. I really wanted to see a midget on these, so they make like special small little like balance things because that would have been pretty funny. You know,
no way. Did they do that for Leaf?
Oh yeah, they should have made like for Leaf, like you had to run through like a really tiny hole or something. Or who could fit in this box first? And it's like he just walked. Oh, that was so good.
So, if you want to watch this podcast as well as all of our power rankings from the past, that means every live show that I've ever done my entire life with Sky and Bitter, every single power rankings podcast that I've ever done. In podcast form, you can find it Spotify or Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcast. Link in the description. What's going on there in the Skylander universe?
Not a damn thing. I might
Got
post
you.
a video in like the next month because I've been working on it, so like I have that.
Okay.
But I do live streams and stuff, so there's that.
Yes, sir. I'm with a few fellows that preach quality over quantity, and I can definitely respect that and appreciate it. Bitter. What's going on in the bitter universe?
Nothing.
Zero. Zilch.
So we're on the same level here.
Zero. Yeah, same wavelength.
Yeah, same mindset.
And is there even a thought of a video, bitter? Or
I mean,
your
yeah,
fans
but
expect anything?
like in the next couple of weeks, I'm gonna be very busy with stuff, so I don't think I'm gonna get to anything unless I get it like this week. I'll be otherwise pretty busy.
Gotcha. Cool. All right. Well, again, none of this happens without you guys listening. Without you guys, we're weird guys speaking in weird microphones. If someone calls you out on Twitter, make sure to laugh in their face. And if that's what I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.